Hello, friends. Oh, there we go. Hello, friends. I'm Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis or watching this VOD on youtube.com/at Faded Oasis. Today is Maker Monday, so I'm continuing.
Hi.
Hey, Destiny, how you doing? I am continuing on with my project, my Hanafuda Papercraft art project, where I make Hanafuda card art. And actually, let me get, and not friends. Did I screw something up? Oh, I said hi, friends, and you're saying and not friends. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Let me grab the February art that I did. 1 second. So as you can see here, if I can set things correctly, I've got the Hanafuda card for February that I chose, as well as the full art that I made, and yeah, I think it looks really good. Let me put my headphones back on. There we go. Yeah, I like it very much, and I'm going to be continuing on with March this month, where the card art gets more complicated. You can see the art on the screen on the left. Let me put this back. There we go. Yeah, so it's more complicated. It's got uh, 10 cherry blossoms, as well as like 15 small gray leaves, and then I don't know, let's see, for about 10 different little, I assume, cherries behind a large purple and red curtain. So this is more colors than I've done previously because it's five out of six. You got the background white, and then you got yellow, purple, red, gray, pink. Yellow, purple, red, gray, pink. Yeah, five colors. So this one might take a while, which is why I'm starting a week early. Normally I start these the last week of the month, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it today. Let me turn on some music, so it's not just my voice here. Um, there we go. I'm pretty sure whatever media player does for randomness just chooses the same first song every time. Destiny is doing good. Went to the Savoy in London today and had a full tour of the kitchen and restaurants inside. It was an 8-hour journey there and back. 6 on the motorways, 2 on the underground. Sounds like a long trip, but hope you enjoyed it. So there's going to be a lot of me trying to explain what I'm doing, but then a lot of me doing things and not talking. So sorry in advance. First thing I need to do is cut out the actual size that will fit in the frame. And again, I don't think this construction paper is square. Either that or this template for the frame wasn't square. And it was a cheap frame, so really it could be either. Alright, I guess I'll do it on one edge. Considering it's a 5-star hotel and the best in London with celebrities inside, just say it made me feel very, very poor. Oh, that sucks. 8,500 pounds a night? Oh my god. I don't understand why anyone can afford that. So just like normal, the music for tonight will be the playlist of songs from Big Giant Circles, also known as Jimmy Henson. You can find all of his music on Bandcamp, and I highly recommend you do because it's some very chill music. And he has a great policy when it comes to streamers using his music for things. The policy is so long as you credit him and you own the music, you can do whatever. Which I think is really nice. All right, there's our canvas. So we have a lot to make. I was going to prep some things before stream and I didn't, like cutting out this page or making a template for the cherry blossoms because actually, well, they all look a similar shape. They're not identical. So it's probably better off to draw each of them, which is going to be a pain, but that's what I signed up for. That's only the basic suites. The higher end ones can be 80 grand per night. With the rooms, you get 2 bathrooms, bedroom with TV, living room with sofas, TV, coffee machine, etc. The entire London skyline. That sounds nice. Plus in-room dining all night. Yeah, but that's still a lot of money for a room and food. I understand why people might want to pay that. I just don't. It's not for me. Okay. What do I start with here? Do I start with sketching out where the curtains are gonna go? Because, as a reminder, the aspect ratio of the page of the frame that I bought does not match the aspect ratio of this card, of the Hanafuda card, so I either have to like crop from the bottom and top or like squish everything down and make it all make sense. So it does seem like the rope holding up the curtain as well as all of the lines on the curtain have an identical swoop. So I can just make a template of one of them and then trace that out when I'm cutting everything out, maybe? I'm not sure. I mean, what's 80 grand to a millionaire? Yeah, that's... I have some problems with people who have that much money, but, you know. Let's not get into that now. Let's see here. I guess a rough sketch just to figure out where everything is and how large it has to be. So the red curtain comes down to the lower corner of the page, and then let me set this pretty good there. So if I do 2 inches for the red curtain, 2 inches for the purple curtain, maybe half an inch for the gap and then half an inch for the rope. That gets me up to here already. 5 inches up. Does that leave me enough room for all of the flowers? And then how high does it go on the other one? It does look like it's going more than halfway up. Halfway here would be 5.5 inches. So I could go like swoop up to 6 inches, but that's not a drastic swoop. Do I have a straight edge that reaches all the way across now? I meant to go buy one of those, but I didn't. I guess I can use this. So if we're going... Move some stuff out of the way here. From 6 inches down to 5. Straight line would be here, but a swoop would like come down like this. But then it has to flatten out real fast, so that doesn't... I think I want this to be lower on this side to make it a more drastic swoop. Let's say 6 inches to 4 inches. If I go down to here, that's too much. It's hard for me to get a good angle on that. So my line was here to here, okay. Some very sloppy lines here, but this is kind of just a rough idea of what I'm doing. How's that look? Maybe it's too steep on over here. Needs to be more shallow and then come... I mean, if I wanted to be realistic, I'd figure out what a parabolic swoop looked like, because if the curtain's being held up on both ends and gravity pulling it down, it would just be a parabola. But I have no idea how I would do that. Probably spend forever with the actual art and image editing program to try and figure out what the slopes, what's it called? What the foci? I guess just what the formula for the parabola would be. But that's taking a hard math stance on art. Okay, that looks more natural, I think. Yeah, okay. So now I need to transition that to like 4 different pages so I can cut it out and have it not look like trash. How do I do that? I guess I have to redraw. Oh. If I redraw it here, so for the gray, I can use this for the bottom corner of the art, and then the rope right. I can just put the rope right above it. And I go from 6 down to 4. So if I do from here It'll be from 2 down to 0. And I get to 0 at 8.5 inches, which is here. If I cut out the bottom corner, I can use that as a straight edge for the next section. Not a straight edge, a template. So how far down does this hit 1 inch? I'm starting from here. It's at like here. Or so. I guess I can kind of do that. Pick a point, move the page out, and then mark it. It's not perfect, but it'll get me close enough that I can figure out a swoop. And I totally just marked up this page as pulling it away. It's like there. It almost doesn't look curved at all here. It looks almost like a straight line. But I guess I can prove that it's not. But yeah, that's definitely not a straight line. It's definitely curved. Okay. So let's try cutting this out and then using this as a template, going up a ½ inch or so for the rope. Okay, I went a bit past, but that's fine because I can just chop off the edge when I'm done. So I guess to go into more in-depth as to what I was trying to say, it looks like on the art that all of the slopes are exactly the same. So I can just slide this up and then trace it, and that should be exactly what I need. So we'll do from here. So if we want a ½ inch, we want there to about there. Is there a black border? There is, okay. So I don't have to worry about marking up the edge of this gray piece that much because it'll get a black border on top of it. Well, black Sharpie, but that'll definitely cover up any pencil marks that I leave all the way on the edge here. It's really hard to hold a piece of paper that's this thin. Can't do that because it'll just fall away from me. Actually, that's close enough. I can just do the rest. How does that look when it's on the page? Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, and then I need the red and purple. Let me fish out a red page here. That's not wide enough. I'll have to cut into a new page. And actually, now that I think about it, if I'm going to be placing this, I can just glue this on top of here. So I don't need to cut the bottom edge. But if I do that, then I'll be doing the same for purple. And purple might come all the way down to the bottom corner as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't want to leave purple like up here because there might be a bump you'll see. Okay. Sorry, trying to work things out. Trying to talk everything out loud. Basically, I'm not going to cut the bottom corner of the red because I can just glue this red on top. And then, so that means the red will come all the way down to this corner. And then later when I'm doing purple, I'll do the same thing. Have purple come all the way down to this corner. And, I mean, technically I could have purple up here, but you might see like a bump as I'm gluing this down, and I don't want to do that. So, I need a... See, now I'm curious if this is too high up. Let me put this back. If this is here... No, there's plenty of space up here for the cherry blossoms. I think we're fine. Yeah, okay. So... how much of this do I need? The top of... Oh wait, if the rope's only at 4 inches over here, and it's at 6 over here. If I want the curtain to be half purple, sorry, half red, half purple, leave a gap, have the gray rope. The gray rope is a 1/2 inch thick. And I can do a 1/2 inch for the white, but that seems like a lot because that only leaves me with 1.5 inches purple and 1.5 inches red. I think I want the white to be narrower here, And then, so I'll go 1.75 inches. But that puts purple all the way up to where, I guess I can just move this up a little bit to make room for the white. Let's do 1.75 inches red and purple. Sorry for everyone who is crying that I'm not using metric, but right now my brain is working in imperial units, and my mat is in imperial. And when the frame that I bought is 8.5 by 11 inches, it just makes sense for me to do everything in inches. So from here, we go up 1.75 inches, so that's here. To here. Yeah. I want to like tape this down temporarily, but I don't want to because I might destroy something. Because both of these pieces will be incorporated into the final art, so I don't want to mess with it. Alright, cut out this swoop. So I believe I mentioned it before, but if I don't finish this today, I'll be continuing it next week. And that might not be the whole stream. It might only be like an hour. One of the other things I wanted to do before March, or maybe the first week of March or something, is the Lego bonsai that I built in January. Yeah. I have those pink leaves for it, and I might want to, I do want to build those pink leaves and transition that over for March. That looks really good. Okay, now just do the same for purple. I'm going to use this as my template because I can hold this side more easily. Alright, so line this up the bottom. This paper is not square either, is it? No, it is not. Alright, step 1, cut it square. I'm going to see if I can do this with an X-Acto. I wish I had like an actual giant paper cutter you know, the chunk thing. But I definitely don't need one. Don't buy me one for Christmas. Got almost all the way through. There we go. Okay, now line this up again and there we go, that's a lot better. Nope, not there. I need to go up 1 3/4 inches, which would put me at 3 inches. Sorry. 3.5 inches? 3.5 inches. Yeah. And 5.5 on this side. Yes. Yeah, because I'm up 1 3/4 inches on both sides. It's much easier to draw when I can actually hold the template down. Oh, but gray and purple is not easy to see. I need to hold this at just the right angle so that the light reflects off the graphite and I can see the line. But there's a pair of scissors in the way, blocking the light. Okay, so now if we layer everything, we get our 3-color curtain with... I've lost the rope. It's in the stack of paper somewhere. Here it is. With the rope. Now I need the yellow sections that hold the curtain to the rope. Oh, and the bottoms are also cut at weird angles. Okay. Let's get my yellow. So I want 5 of them. And we're 8.5 across. It's supposed to be 8.5. This has to get trimmed at one point. So it looks like about twice as wide between each yellow section than the width of each yellow section. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and probably 14, so... So each is only a ½ inch wide? And then an inch between, so that'd be 4, 5, 6.5. No, that's not enough. So I can say like about an... If it's an 1.5 inches between them, that'd be 6 inches of white space. And then they're 3/4 of an inch, so that'd be... No, I'd be over. It'd be 9 3/4 plus the edges. So that's too much. So they're between a ½ inch and 3/4. What if I make them 3/4 and then put them closer together than an 1.5 inches? Yeah, that'll be good. So if they're 3/4, then I need 3 3/4. Perfect. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know how tall they are. From the bottom, they'd only be like this tall. So making them as wide as they are tall, that's not going to look right. No, because they'd be square. And these are definitely not square. So I guess they're ½ inch. Let's just cut these out at ½ inch and see how they look. That's what I want to do. Line it up here. Okay. So these are not going to be as tall as they are now. But I can space them out like here, down to here. Yeah, I'd say that looks decent. And then I just trim them up here, trim them at the gray, or I'll have them under the gray rope. And then trim them like down here, kind of matching the slope. Yeah. Should I glue the curtain down first? I think so. Take these pieces away. Let's erase everything that's here. Yeah. Okay. So then I take these and glue them down with this corner matching. And then I'll trim off this excess after. I need scrap paper. Sorry. Okay. What if I should like set something heavy on this and let it dry a bit? Just hold it down for a little while. I have a book around. Perfect. My Tlops Blazeball trading cards. Right. Getting worried about all these cherry blossoms. That's not good. I put this down on the scrap paper on some existing glue. Let me see if I can scrape that off without destroying this. Maybe it'll rub off easily. I'll let that dry a bit more. And I'll put this piece of scrap paper aside so that it can't hurt anyone else ever again. I guess while I'm letting this set, I can figure out what the hell I'm doing with cherry blossoms. And try not to bump the microphone. Look, a new color. So we've got 5 pink, 5 red, and they're all somewhat overlapping, kinda, for most of them. With red centers for all of them, but 3 of them have their centers hidden. I guess I don't need to cut out red centers for the red ones. I'll just draw that with Sharpie. Although it would look more consistent if I did the red anyway, the red circles anyway, and traced around them with the Sharpie. They're all 5 petals. And it looks like the stars in the centers are all 10-point stars to match. I guess that makes sense. I guess let's just get drawing. How big do I want them to be? Looks like I could fit about 4 of them across a page, which would put them at about 2 inches wide each. I could do probably 3 up the side if there were no overlap. How much space do I have here? If the rope's going to be here, I only have 4.5 inches here. Oh, right, because everything's squished this way. I guess 2 inches makes sense, right? Alright, do I have anything around here that's 2 inches? Can of compressed air. You are 2.5. Pretty good. Bottom of the solo cup that I've been using to put little plastic pieces. That's much closer to 2 inches. Okay. I'll get a different cup. Actually, it's almost time for a break, isn't it? What time is it? 6:55. That's almost perfect timing. All right. So actually, let me glue the last piece down here. Put something on it, let it to set, and then I'll take a break. Sorry for bumping the microphone. All right. New piece of scrap paper and a glue stick. All right, I'll leave that sitting like that. I will be right back. I'm going to get up and stretch, take a normal break, and I'll get a new solo cup or whatever there actually are. Non-solo branded, generic brand plastic cup. Yeah, so stick around. Get up, take a break if you need to, get some water, whatever, take a rest, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Stick around. And I'm back. Not only do I have a plastic cup, I've got 40 cents. Because I figure I need something to be a template for all of the circles I'm going to have to make, and I didn't know what size coin I would want. Probably the dime, but we'll look at that in a second. Okay, that's pretty consistent. How are we looking here? Looking pretty good. I don't like the dark on the glue stains on the red there, but they're fine. Art's not perfect. Alright, so let's figure out where the yellow tags and this rope are going. So I'm thinking again about if I glue this underneath the gray just like that and like cut it there. Is it going to be noticeable that there's like a square bump where the yellow is? And I'm hoping that for these small pieces it won't be. But I guess also, will that stop the gray from sticking that well? I don't know. Because if I glue the yellow piece down, then glue the gray on top of it, the sections of the gray here and here won't be contacting the yellow or the white background because they'll be raised up. But I guess we'll figure that out. So I guess if I draw very lightly where the top of the gray is going to be, I can, and I guess where the bottom I can place the yellow pieces, glue them down, and know that they'll be behind the gray. There, so now I know what section's going to be covered up, and I can just say, okay, the yellow goes there. And I don't need to cut the top because it'll all be covered up. But I do need to figure out how to cut the bottom, because they all need to be at approximately the same angle as the purple, wherever it is. So if we do that, do one in the middle. That looks pretty good. So I guess if I figure out where I want to cut it, I can cut it and glue it down. How high up do I want to cut them? If it's a ½ inch, it goes all the way down to here. I don't know that I wanted to go that far down. Maybe 3/4. Okay, and then I'll mark the top corner here so I know where it's going to be placed. Cut this, grab the glue, glue this side of it, it's pretty good. Alright, let's mark where the rest of these will be then. Just occurred to me that I'm not cutting these 3/4 of an inch down, I'm cutting them 3/8 down. But it's fine because I'm being consistent. Let's switch this around like this. There we go. I'm trying to be careful not to get too much glue in my hands. Because it definitely will come off onto the paper, as we've seen. Okay. Wiping some extra glue on the scrap paper, the piece that is dead to me. Alright, there we go. That looks pretty good. And then this will go on top of it. Okay, so I've used this piece, but I've used it up there, so I can do... make sure I'm gluing the right side of it. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, let's get this down. Try and keep it flat on top of the whole thing. Okay, so the cherry blossoms. What do I do about the cherry blossoms? Let's move this off to the side. Put the cap on this glue. So I'm thinking you use the base of this as a general guide as to the maximum size, like the tips of the points of the flowers. So like that's about how, that's as large as they could get. But then I have to draw from the center. Got 5 points. It's a little bit lopsided, but I think that's fine because like these are flowers, they're natural. I can try and fix it a little bit, but it's not going to be perfect, and that's fine. So what size do I want the center to be? If it's a dime, that's pretty big. It's probably smaller than a dime I need, huh? Alright, what kind of office supplies do I have that's perfectly not perfectly, but close enough to circular and small enough? How's this? That's bigger. Nope. I was looking at the cap to some whiteboard cleaner. That's not the right size. I don't think I have anything the right size. I think I might need to freehand it. And that's a lot of circles to freehand. 5, 10, 15, 17 I count. Well, if that's what it is. Okay, so we'd go... From each of these, you've got like a small circle on the outside, or a semicircle on the outside here. Oh my god, how crooked can I make this? And then you'd have to about there. You'd come down. Why does that not look wide enough? Alright, because if I put the semicircle here, this is going to go... So it's not even that far down. Kind of doing some rough lines because it's not like I need to be super perfect about this anyway. And I don't really worry about how much I'm marking this up with pencil, because I can just flip it around and use the back of it as the face, as it were. And the center circle's like that big. And then I've got lines going out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that looks weird when it's upside down like that, though. Here's how I see it. It does look pretty wide at the base. I think the two bottom petals need to go further together. But it's looking pretty good. We'll go out here and then have this here instead. And then same thing over here, kind of shift it over a little bit. I think that's pretty good, and I'll just do that 5 times for pink, 5 times for red. Let's cut this out and see how it looks. Hey Pune, how are you? How's this looking? Oh, this is looking good. This is what I've got so far. You can see what I'm drawing on the left there, or creating. So far I've got the curtain, and it just needs some detailing with Sharpie, but I need to figure out how I'm doing the flowers now. And I think, so how large is it going to be on here? This is like that one. I think that'll be good. I think it'll be great. I think that's the perfect size. Okay. So I got a plan. Let me cut this out and make sure that it makes sense. I wonder, I should probably cut this out with a knife instead of scissors. Because all the curves are going to make me cry, and all the weird angles if I try it with scissors. Of course, I don't have to be super strict to where my lines are, because I was kind of drawing them very sketchy anyway. And they're flowers. They're not going to be perfect. Yeah, that one's a lot wider than I thought, the semicircle section, but it'll probably be fine. I just have to keep telling that to myself, and I won't want to cry. Alright, how's this? Let's say like that, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So I'm not going to use this as a template. I'm just going to do something similar to that 5 times. 10 times, because I have to do it for red also. Okay. Okay, get my cup. Trace out 4 more circles. Alright, then some quick sketching. What did I do for this one? Start with 5 points. I guess I can try and do 10 points. Because that might tell me more how close they are to balanced. Because I was having some trouble figuring out what's too far away with only 5 points. Oh, I corrected too much. Let's go there, 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 there. Yeah, and that looks pretty even. And then just go straight across. Ish. Alright, half circle on 5 of these. Why not use it as a template? I think I want them all to be slightly different. I mean, I could use it as a template and then, like, not cut exactly on the lines. But the way the art is drawn, they're definitely not identical. And I think I want that to come through a little bit. Of course, that could just make it look worse in the end. But I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is only the third one of these I've done, and I chose this one for some reason. I can't wait to get to August. August is super simple. Let me pull up August right now. This is the one I chose for August. It's a white circle on a red background with some gray. That's it. I can't wait to get to that. That's going to be a 5-minute stream. It's not going to be a 5-minute stream. Easy peasy August, yeah. It's actually one of my favorite Hanafuda cards, that specific August one. Just because it's so simple, and the is it a moon or a sun on that card? I think it's supposed to be a sun. Nope, full moon. Right, it's moons on. The sun's on January, the moon's on August. But like all of the 20-point cards look fantastic. And I guess that's why I chose this one, because it's a 20-point card and it's got a beautiful curtain in front. I guess looking at the art, none of the cherry blossoms have like points. They're all kind of rounded ish. I think I can do that with the Sharpie when I'm drawing over it. I don't think I need to worry about that at this point. One more. It's pretty good. All right. Let's cut these out. Do this so they're easier to work with. Carefully trying to turn these so I'm never cutting toward my own hand, because I don't want to know what happens if this blade slips. Probably nothing good. Number 2. Lines are really a suggestion. Oh, it didn't cut through all the way there. There we go. It's 3. Would it be easier for me to go the other way around, go clockwise instead of counterclockwise? I don't know. No, because then I'd have to hold it weird. I'm doing it the correct way. There's number 4. Just realized when I'm done, I get to choose the fun part, or I get to do the fun part of choosing which two of these are so bad that they go under the red flowers. It might be this one. You know, that one actually looks pretty good. Never mind. They all kind of look good. They're all lopsided in just the right ways, I guess. Or just the wrong ways? I don't know. Okay, what time is it? 7:45? 10 to 8, okay. Do I want to do the red flowers? No, I think it's going to take too long to get through all of them. Maybe I'll just draw the red flowers and then cut them out next time. And also draw, what was it, 14 red dots? And I don't know how many gray leaves. Don't forget this one and this one. 7 bushes. Sorry, just quoting one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen My Cousin Vinny, it is a fantastic movie. Alright, how are we looking? I do like here, 2 up here. It's hard for me to do this upside down. That looks pretty good. I think the size is just right too. If like this goes down, then that's the red one up, or the pink one up in the corner. Yeah, that's pretty great. Probably like there. Great. So next time, I'm not gonna... I should draw them now so I don't forget how I drew them. Alright, red. Got that piece, and I've got this piece. Reusing all my scraps as much as I can. 1, 2. Won't be able to fit all 5 on here. fit one more? I cannot. I use that extra space for the little red dots. Weirdest Gundam ever? Doesn't say Gundam. Nowhere does it say. Did I leave a Gundam tag in or something? Eyeglass. Have you been here the whole time? Just used to Gundam Monday? It's Crafts Monday. Maker Monday, whatever I called it. Alright, so dot at the center, 10 points. Oh, you've been doing desk stuff? That's fair. Yeah, so after I draw these, I'm going to call it a stream because cutting them out will probably put me way too late. LED strip on the back of your desk sounds cool. Got the full effects and range of colors and everything. Rad. Try not to use my overhead light, it's too bright. You can just buy a dimmer bulb. Although it might be... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Might not be a good idea to use a dim bulb in a socket that provides more... I don't know. I don't know how light bulbs efficiency works. But this way it can have blue? Yeah. It's a dimmer switch anyway? Oh, well then why would it be too bright? You can just dim it. I get not wanting to use the overhead light though. being made fun of because I spent 10 minutes leveling in oh, only 10 minutes? Dude, I always use a level when I'm trying to get my monitor, because I've got the double monitor stand clipped to my screwed into my desk, and it's real hard to get that angle just right. But if it's off, it's gonna bug the hell out of me constantly. 2 separate single monitor stands, so it's even harder. Could be, I don't know. Every time I move one monitor, the other one moves slightly. I can never get... I don't think the gap between my monitors is wider at the bottom than it is at the top, but I think it's because they're pointed slightly toward me because they're above my eye level, and it's... I don't know how to fix it. So I'm trying not to think about it. Maybe if I just, like, buy an ultra-wide. I don't know that I want an ultra-wide, because I don't know how it handles... I don't know, I play a lot of indie games that might not handle ultra-wide that well. And I like having the separate monitors, especially when I'm streaming, so that I can have OBS on one screen, and then gameplay feed on the main screen. Level says they're completely flat, but the top is touching the bottom. Okay, so that's because they are angled slightly toward you. So the top is closer to you than the bottom, or it's not vertically. It's not what's the word? What's the word for pure vertical? You leveled it that way too? I don't know. Got nothing for you. Plumb. Plumb. Pretty sure that's a word for perfectly vertical. Because you use a plumb bob when you're doing engineering surveying to make sure that your camera or your whatever you're using as a sight line, your viewfinder, is perfectly level. Use a plumb bob, which is just like a small diamond weight at the bottom of a string, and I mean it's the same shape as the, if you've ever played The Sims or seen it, the plumb bob on top of their head. That's what that's from. It's stupid and I hate it. Yeah, that's fair. Scrap it all, get one giant monitor. And just mount it to the wall. Don't even put it on the desk. Mount it to the wall. Okay, that's pretty good. Don't tempt me. It's a closet behind the wall? What does that matter? I mean, you've still got support beams, right? I can run anything I want through that closet. Oh, right, the wiring. Yeah, actually, why don't you? Get Dad over there, he'll do it for you. This morning I was all dealing with my wires, got little clips, and everything is firmly in place right now. Yep, that's... Let me tell you, little clips for mounting cables to the underside of a desk. They're real good. Okay. There we go. I've drawn my 5 red cherry blossom flowers. And I'm going to leave it there because it's now past 8 o'clock. This is a good stopping point. So far we have our background with our curtain. We have 5 pink cherry blossoms. And we're ready to cut out 5 red ones. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 red circles. Let me... Oh, I didn't look at the back of that. I can just erase. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So 17 red circles. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 gray leaves. So that's it. Cut out these 5 cherry blossoms, those 32 tiny shapes, and glue everything on, Sharpie everything on, and that'll be next week's stream. Coming up otherwise, though, we have... Oh, it's behind... Yeah, it's fine. On Wednesday, I'm continuing on with more Koromon, picking up from where we were last week. What is going on in Koromon? I've broken into the Sand Valley next to the city where they're doing the drilling. And when I showed up, the aliens were there, and they said, oh no, I got to the city leader's room, and the aliens were there, and they had turned the city leader into an alien, and were slowly turning all of the workers into aliens, or whatever the hell Crimsonite turns them into. And then they were like speaking in their alien language, going like, we're just gonna take the drills and leave, let's just go. And then we got into the valley, and all the drills were gone, except for one of them. I don't know why. They left a whole bunch of gems behind. It's obvious they weren't after that. Don't really know what's going on, but I entered the large pyramid where the Titan is, and I'm getting ready, going through puzzles to try and get there so I can face them. So that's going well. That'll be Wednesday's stream. On Friday, more Koromon from wherever we leave off on Wednesday. Sunday, I am playing Golf with Your Friends on Co-op Sunday, where Heller, Glass, and Wrench will be joining. And if that game hosts more than 4 players, I might see if we can get more than 4. I don't know. I haven't even looked at that game. I bought it, downloaded it, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. Then Monday, next week, 6 p.m., more Maker Monday. I'll be picking up this from where I'm leaving it. And once I finish with this, I will do the pink leaves for the Lego Sakura tree, or the Lego bonsai tree. So that'll be good too. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it. I've been Faded Oasis. I stream 4 days a week, twitch.tv/Faded Oasis, or you can watch my VODs 5 a.m. the day after the stream at youtube.com/@Faded Oasis. If you have any suggestions for things games you'd like to see me play, things you'd like to see me build, or anything I can do better with the stream, let me know on Twitch, on YouTube, or on my Mastodon, kind.social/@FadedOasis. I also post random other things on kind.social. Today I posted, in honor of President's Day, it's President's Day in the US, so I posted a thread of great songs from the band Presidents of the United States of America, starting with Peaches, which is probably the song from them that you know, and then a whole bunch of songs that you don't know because none of their other songs became as popular as Peaches and Lump. But they're a good band. I like them. So there's a whole thread full of 8 or so music videos and or just songs of theirs. So go check that out. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.